there's this guy here, yeah. I'm going to look at his blinking and you can see his eyes slitting and turning back there. But this guy's supposed to be chairman of Asda, Lord Stuart Rose, chairman of Asda. So this is, you know, not a politician, this is someone that works for Asda, high up, and he does this shit and all. Look at his neck. But this guy doesn't stop blinking either. You know, these people run as food, same as your farmers. When these farmers are on TV, they're all the same, blinking, licking, faces falling to bits. Now, I'm not having it that they're all bots and stuff like that, because some of them, you know, don't look like that. They look like people, but they're just blinking. You know, and I think when I see some people just calling them bots, especially some of the other conspiracy channels, you know, they go away from the fact that this sort of thing is around you, and they don't ever push that, and they always sly away from this blinking anomaly that they're all doing. Now, this blinking, you can't debate this blinking. It's there in front of your eyes. And what makes me wonder as well with this blinking malarkey is when we've got these channels that post all these videos. I'll throw one of the channels' names out, that Zay Loves Truth sort of thing, those sorts of videos. There's some good stuff in there, yeah, but they managed to have 20,000 subs with a video that's, you know, when they've had videos on that channel for about a week, you know, they don't get taken down straight away, and they ignore the comments in the sections that people say. They put all these videos of these people giving us all the spiel, yeah, and they're blinking like I don't know what, and all other stuff, slit eyes, and you mention it in comment section and they don't even acknowledge it, and the people in those comment section don't acknowledge it, you know, or if they do, it's very, very little, and you don't get no traffic on your comment whatsoever. Now, it leads me to believe that those sorts of channels put all the same spiel out that about 50 other channels have all posted, and there's nothing that they've done themselves. It's all what somebody else has done. And when you look at the videos of the people that are doing the video, you can see that they've got slit eyes, their faces fall into bits and all other stuff. So it leads me to believe that when they're not taking this blinking seriously, because it's something that you can't deny, you know, you can do a quick Google search and straight away it can tell you that it's not human behaviour. Now, it amazes me how many of these people that are talking about Jesus and all this other stuff, when you point it out in the comment section that they're blinking like a knobhead and they ignore you, but yet they're telling you all about everything in the Bible and what Jesus said and what have you, but yet they're sat there with about 5 of them on a podcast, and out of 5 of them, about 4 of them can't stop blinking. Now, it don't matter where you look on that stuff, it's all over YouTube, all over TV, and all over social media. Now, that's what I starting to get gist of, is when people don't acknowledge the blinking, yeah, and actually, you know, show it. It makes me think that there's something a bit more to those channels, because this is one thing that you can't deny. No matter if you believe any of the shit that I say, you can't deny the blinking. The camera doesn't cause the blinking. The camera doesn't cause odd body movements, doesn't cause digits to move, expand, contract, distort, and that's the same with the faces and other things. You know, as soon as you start pointing out this blinking stuff, people lose the shit, because nobody can deny it. They can't turn around and say that they're not blinking like a fucking strobe light in front of you. You know, there's no excuse for it. Like I said, when you can find 1,000 videos within a day, if you really wanted to, of all this happening, you could go back 20 years to over footage. You can go back 40 years over footage, even 50, 60, 70, and it's still there. So clearly, it isn't the camera that's done it if it goes all the way back through the various stages of camera development. So there's more to this blinking, and when I see people ignore this blinking phenomenon, it really makes me think that there's something more to these people that ignore it. You know, they talk about every other conspiracy known to man, about and reality of stuff, but they ignore this blinking shit. Now, to me, when you ignore this blink stuff, you're ignoring a big part of it. You'll have some people go, well, if they don't talk about Jesus, they're not proper truthers, this, that and other. Well, you know, that might be the case for some of them, but when they don't talk about this blinking, that's when my spidey senses get tingling.